Today I'm going to be sharing my 2024 lineup, so if you're interested in seeing that, stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, thanks so much for stopping by. If you're returning, thanks so much for coming back. I really appreciate all of you. So today I'm sharing my 2024 lineup. This one took a little while because I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to use, but I did know that I wanted to simplify my planner life. So even though I say simplify, you may be thinking, well, that's still a lot of planners, and it is, but I'm going to be frankenplanning, and if you're not familiar with that, what it is I take pieces of one planner and put into another planner and just make it work for myself. So let's go ahead and move these out of the way and we'll talk about what my plan is for 2024. Okay, so the first two in my lineup are for my catch-all planner. So this is my catch-all planner that I use, and I usually put everything in there. So this is right here is an 18-month planner. It came out in July, and I bought it because I really wanted the cover for my stress management planner. We'll talk a little bit about that after this one, but I used the cover for my stress management planner, and I used it for a couple months, and then I didn't use it, but the guts are still intact. I hadn't used the guts, so I'm going to be using these guts because these are, let me take this off. These are a vertical layout, so let me just show you real quick. If you haven't seen this planner, like I said, it is an older one. Pretty neutral. I do like that it is very neutral. And then you have the dividers. Here is the monthly. And I'll just show you real quick the dividers. And then this is the weekly layout. So it's pretty neutral. It has these black dots here in the spine, but other than that, it's pretty neutral, and that's one reason why I wanted to bring it in. So let's just look at the dividers. I'm going to go ahead and show you last year's too, just so you can see them. But they are really cute and happy. So here they are, and then we just started January here, so this is going to be the start of January, February, March, April, May, June. That one's really cute. It's plain, but it's cute. And then July, August, September, October, November, and December. And then the inside cover looks like this. So it's a really cute inside cover too. So this is what I'm going to be frankenplanning. I'll be using the guts to this one, and I'm going to be using it with this one here. So this one I purchased last year after I did my 2023 lineup, and this was supposed to be part of my fitness wellness setup, and it was part of it for maybe a month or two, but I got away from planning in my fitness. So because this is an undated planner, I thought I would bring this one back in for 2024 because I love this cover, and this is the cover that I'm going to use for my catch-all planner. It says live less out of habit and more out of intent, and that's exactly what I want to do this year. I don't want to do things just because it's a habit that I've gotten accustomed to. I want to do things with intention. So that's why I'm also simplifying my planner lineup, because I don't want to have all these planners just because I see other people using them and trying them out, because I've already done that. I've tried that, and sometimes they've worked for specific seasons of my life. Other times it was just more work, and I don't want more work in 2024. I want to simplify. And probably that should have been my word of the year, but it's not. My 2024 word of the year is alignment, and we'll talk a little bit more about that as I get into my Faith Warbindr planners. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this cover. I'm going to change out the disc. I will probably use some metal disc. And then this is a recovery planner, in case I didn't mention that. Let me move this one out of the way so I can share this with you. So here is the hello page. And then this one has a goals for the month. And I do like this, so I'm going to try to figure out a way to incorporate that into my catch-all planner as well. And then these are the dividers. It says be proud of how hard you are trained. And then it is undated, and it has the same little dots in here. So, and this is what the recovery layout looks like. And like I mentioned, I did use some of this planner last year, but I didn't use it all. So I don't know if I'll use these guts. I'm still thinking about how I can incorporate it, but if I don't, I'm just going to put the guts from this planner into here and use the dividers from this planner. So let's just take a quick look at the dividers. This is just like the cover. And this one says, I am a work in progress. We repeat what we don't repair. I love that. And then difficult roads lead to beautiful destinations. Believe in yourself. Reset, realign, reclaim, and reignite. I love those. And realign, since my word of the year is alignment, it is kind of like realigning, so that's perfect. Today is brand new. Tell your story. Aim for perfectly imperfect. It's okay, just grow from your mistakes. I like that one too. And then this one says, you can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. I love that too. So that's what that one looks like. And then this is the back. And I'm not sure what color disc I'm going to put, but I probably will add some metal disc to that. So there's that. And then the next one that is going to be part of my Catch-All Franken planner is an older 2020-2021 18-month planner. And this is a dashboard layout. And this one still has that little sticky stuff that we planners don't like. But I have to take that off. And it says, be wild and wander. So I do like this one. This one is a deluxe planner already on metal disc. So let me show you what this one looks like. This one still had a lot of color because that was 2021. And then here is the perpetual calendar. It's still neutral, but then you can see that the currently pages have color and they have this here. And I'll just go through the dividers real quick in case you haven't seen this planner. It's an old one, but it is pretty and neutral. So this is the one I will be Franken planning into my Catch-All planner, and I'll be using this as my social media planner. So here we go. They're very neutral. Trust your soul. I like that. So this is a very neutral planner that I've had in my stash, so I decided to take it out this year and use it. Oh, and I did forget to mention, let me show you. It does have a little bit of color here and it has some black speckles there, but that doesn't bother me because I could easily cover that up. But other than that, it's pretty neutral, and this is what it looks like. So this one will be added to that Catch-All planner as my social media, so I'll be using that one. And next up is a journal. This is a goals journal. This came out a couple of years ago. This was a Walmart exclusive, and I've had this in my stash. If you can see a trend here, I'm trying to use what's in my stash. So this is a goals planner, and I'm going to tell you, I am not normally a goals person. I usually am not one of those people to write down goals and follow the goals. I've just never been one of those people. But there are a couple of goals that I have in 2024 that are kind of planner related that I want to get done. So I'm going to be adding some of these pages into my Catch-All planner. Just a few. I don't know how often I'll use them, but I do want to add some of these in here. And the colors are very neutral. It does have blue and this tan color, and it also has this color here, which goes well with the other planners that I chose. So this is what I'll be using. So I'll be sharing a little bit more of this when I set up my Catch-All planner. So be on the lookout for the Catch-All planner setup. And let me share with you what these say real quick so you guys can see these dividers. I didn't mention it. It says, go out and paint the stars. Shoot for the moon and never look back. Shine your light into the world. And let your dreams be your wings. I almost thought it said things, but it says let your dreams be your wings. So this is what I'll be using for goals, and like I mentioned, I won't be putting too many sheets, but I will be tracking some goals in 2024, some big goals that I have. So I'll be sharing this one more when I set up my Catch-All planner. So those are the 4 planners that are going to make up my catch-all planner. And before we go into the next planner, I wanted to briefly talk about this one. It's missing 2 discs because I'm using them for something else. But this was the stress management layout. And this layout, I do really like this layout. And let me show you a couple of my spreads. I didn't get it until February, I think. So these are a couple of the spreads that I made. And let's move on to March here. But this planner, let me show you here. So it has the 2 exercises here, and then it has a different kind of currently page. And then in the weekly, it brings you to these exercises here, and you can do them. And then it just has like a vertical, let's see, like a vertical layout of sort with the checklist. So this is what it looks like. There is a new planner for 2024 that is very neutral. And I did think about getting that one to use it as my catch-all planner. And that may still be a possibility if I decide to change my mind, because it is really neutral. And I did like this layout. I was able to work around the color in my spreads, as you can see here. I really did like this planner. But I stopped using it because it was taking me a lot of time to, you know, go through and get my quotes and that I put in here. And some of the things was just taking extra time. So that's why I stopped using it. But I did enjoy it for a particular season of my life. And it was good for that season in my life. But now I think I have other goals that I want to get through this year. So this one is not going to be moving forward in 2024. Like I mentioned, it may come back later in the year, but as of right now, it's not going to be moving forward into 2024. So that was my stress management planner. So another planner that I had in 2024, this is an 18-month planner. This is my Faith Ward binder, and I really do like this one. Since this one is a 18-month planner, I've been debating on whether or not I want to bring it into 2024, because I did stop using it on a daily basis in late September, maybe October. And that's because I was working on my prayer Bible. This is my prayer Bible. And as I was working on that, I kind of got away from this. And I still want to use it. I just don't know if I'm going to use this particular planner, or there are a couple others that I have in my stash that I may be using. I'm going to bring those in so you can take a look at them. These are the 2 plus this one. These are older planners, and I had them in my stash, so I'm thinking about bringing one of these in, but I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet. So be on the lookout for a Faith Ward binder setup, because I will be doing something with it. I just don't know. Right now, I just don't know what I want to do with it. So I have to figure that out. And once I do, I will do a setup video. But those are my options for my Faith planner. Either I'm going to keep this one, or I'm going to use one of those that I just shared. So be on the lookout for that setup. I will be doing a video when I decide on what I want to do with that. So the next thing I want to share with you guys is my little mini that I was using to write lyrics to my favorite Christian songs. And this is what it was. And it was also helping me with my hand lettering. So I did a few of these in here, but what I soon realized is that this wasn't enough space to write the full lyrics that I wanted to write. So I was kind of limited here. So some of them I didn't do. Here's another one I did. So what I moved to, and this one got wet. So what I moved to was the classic hand lettering pages. What I ended up doing was I was adding them into my catch-all planner, and then I was lettering there. And then when I was done with them, I started to put them in my Faith planner. Let me show you here. So I started to put them in my Faith Ward binder. And so I think what I'm going to do is either I'm going to continue using the classic size pages for that. So here's another one that I did. Or I'm going to move into a, let me move this out of the way. I'm going to move into a big planner. So I do have this big Faith planner. and I bought this on clearance. So I was thinking of combining this one with the hand lettering planner that came out last year. And yes, this one was in my lineup last year, but guess what, guys? I didn't really do much with it. So I'm thinking of using the pages from here and putting them into this planner here so that I can make it into like a faith song lyrics planner. But I'm not quite sure if that's what I want to do yet, because I did like the classic size paper. So this is another one that I may be setting up. I will keep you guys posted as I do my faith planner, and if this is something that I set up, then I will bring you guys along to do that as well. So this would be for my hand lettering song lyrics if I decide to do this. And as you can tell, guys, I am very iffy about everything because, like I mentioned, I want to simplify my planning life. And the reason I want to simplify it is because my goal for 2024 is to get closer to God. And I want to spend more time doing that than more time filling in planners per se. So that is my goal. That's why my word of the year is alignment, because I want to align myself back with God. Not that I was out of alignment. I want to align myself more with him. So that's my plan for 2024. I'm still going to be sharing content here. Mostly will be my vertical layout, my dashboard layout, and maybe some extra pages here and there. But I don't want to overwhelm myself at the beginning of the year, because that's what I did in the years past, and I quickly got too overwhelmed, and then I just stopped using the planners. So my goal for 2024 is to start off light and simple, and then if I have a need for extra pages, extra layouts, then I'll bring them in as needed. But that's going to be my lineup for 2024. Let me bring these planners back in so you can take a look at them. So this is it. This is my stack of planners. Like I mentioned, I am trying to simplify, and I really didn't want to bring in too many at the beginning of the year because I really want to be more productive and be more intentional with what I'm using and how I'm using it. And another reason for that is because when I look back at my catch-all planner, I still had a lot of room in my vertical layout. So I want to make use of that space in my vertical layout and really fill it up, rather than adding extra planners to do what that vertical layout can do. So I hope that makes sense. And I do want to be more intentional with my planning this year. So that's why my lineup has less planners than years past, because I really am trying to simplify and make the layouts I have work for me. So drop me a comment below. Let me know how many planners are in your 24 lineup this year. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day and a great start to the new year. Stay creative, be gracious, and I will share again with you soon.